chocolate, 1 strawberry. You want anything, boy?
No, Dottie's waiting for me. I gotta leave in a couple of minutes.
2 malts, 50 cents.
Here's your chance, Kelly. Double or nothing.
How do I know you've got the other half?
Kelly, sometimes I don't think you're ever going to get rich.
Sometimes I worry about that myself.
Hey, Rich, how about you and the other guys going horseback riding with me and Dot?
Oh, we can't do it. I've been working all week on my boat, and it's running real good, and we're going to go water skiing.
Oh, you guys, what a drag. All you ever do is water ski.
You want to come along?
No, I promised Dottie. Anyway, she's waiting for me at the stables.
I'll tell you what. You go riding, we'll go water skiing, and I'll pick you up at 4 o'clock at the stables. Then we'll figure out something for tonight.
You pick us up for sure?
You know I wouldn't hang you up.
Well, okay. I'll tell Dot, and I'll meet you at 4.
Tell her I said to keep an eye on you.
Oh,
Yeah, and check the stirrups. A big wind might come up.
very funny.
Hiya, Pint, where you going?
I'll never tell.
What's the matter with him?
Oh, he's been eating too much hay. He doesn't want to go water skiing.
Wow. I mean, how weird can you get, huh?
Are you ready?
Yep, all set. Pam's making a lunch. Hey, and guess where we're gonna eat it?
In the boat?
Nope. On an island.
An island?
Yeah, it's a real gas. Some guys told me about it.
I've been all over that water, and I've never seen any island.
You never went that far out. It's way out where the water's too rough to go skiing.
Sounds crazy, Rich.
Are you going to believe this scam? He's always coming up with some long shot. This time it's an island.
All right. I'll tell you what I'll do. If that island isn't there, I'll buy 2 new carburetors for your boat, and I'll put them both in myself.
Come on, Rex, let's find out.
All right.
I told you this island was here. Nobody ever believes me.
Funny we never knew about it.
We do now. And it'll make a crazy spot for beach parties.
Let's take a look around.
Yeah, let's. Hey, dig that.
Reggie, look. Wait, what? What's the matter with him?
Doped or dead or something.
She's seen us.
Let's get out of here.
The boat's gone.
Well, they couldn't have taken it far.
Who couldn't have?
Well, the people on this island.
Maybe it floated out.
No, I tied it real good.
Well, let's not get panicky. It has to be somewhere on the shore, so let's circle around it. This sure beats me. No landing, dock, or anything. They might have tied it up at a better place. We better go see.
Not me. Julie and I'll wait for you here. Well, the kids who ran off. How do you do?
Good afternoon, ma'am. We're looking for a boat.
A boat?
I tied it up down at the beach about an hour ago, and now it's gone.
Won't you come in? I'll get you a soft drink.
Oh, thanks, ma'am, but we just... Oh, yeah, a soft drink. That'll be fine.
Now, tell me about your boat.
Have you got it?
Your boat? Of course not. I've been here all day.
Well, someone took it. And if we're not supposed to be here, well, we're sorry. I mean, if you'll just give us our boat back, we won't come back anymore.
But I've told you, I haven't taken your boat.
What kind of a place is this? I mean, who's in charge here? Someone knows where our boat is?
Well, I'm afraid I'm the only one you can talk to.
We walked all around this island. Now, where do you keep your boats?
We have no boats here.
Well, then how do you get back and forth to shore? Walk?
You're certainly an inquisitive young man. We have no use for boats here because no one leaves the island.
Hey, Red, you remember that boat we saw last month without any skiers?
Yeah, they must have been headed here.
Whoever you saw, I'm sure was going elsewhere.
Look, we don't care who comes here and who doesn't. But I think you know where our boat is, and we want it.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, we're gonna go see the sheriff.
Yeah.
You certainly have a lot of courage. It's very flattering.
Hey, that sounds like Julie and Pam.
What are the girls doing here? Where are they?
I'll find out for you. Ivan? Ivan, are the two girls there? That's fine, Ivan. We'll be down to see them. Your friends are downstairs. Come with me.
Julia, what's going on? Hey, come on now. Hey.
You'll have to excuse Ivan's manners. He's very strong and sometimes forgets himself. If you behave yourselves, he'll not hurt you.
Hey, well, what are you going to do with us?
I'll first answer your other question. We've taken care of your boat, and none of you will leave here. Instead, you will help me in some very important work. No one asked you here, but your curious nature will in turn aid me very much.
Look, what kind of a creep joint is this?
A place of research and discovery. A place where science is free from the interference of stupid politicians.
Oh, yeah? Well, you won't get away with it. We've got some friends waiting for us. When we don't show up, they're going to follow us out here looking for us, and they're going to bust up this whole weird place.
Please let us go. We'll promise never to tell anyone about it.
I'm afraid that's impossible. And as far as someone discovering this island, well, that doesn't bother me in the least. You'll have to excuse me now. I have work to do. Remember what I said. Behave yourselves, and you won't get hurt. Come, Ivan.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey, kid, what you doing?
I'm looking for Red. You seen him?
Well, not since you were here this morning.
How about Skip or Julie?
No, they all left together right after you did.
They were supposed to pick Dottie and me up 2 hours ago at the stables.
Well, they went out in the boat, didn't they?
Yeah?
You think they might have had an accident?
I don't know. When they didn't show up at the stables, I thought maybe Reg might have forgot. But since they haven't been here either, I don't know what to think.
Maybe they ran out of gas.
Well, if they ran out of gas, they could have paddled in. It wouldn't have taken them this long.
Where's Dottie?
Well, she's still waiting down at the stables.
You know, Maury, I've never been out there, but I understand those waters can be treacherous at times. I think the wisest thing for you to do is go see the sheriff. He'll know what to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'll get Tommy to drive you out. Better stop by and pick up Dottie first.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
I hope so. I'm Maury Timms. I live over in Compton County. So does Dottie.
Well, what can I do for you, Maury?
Well, we went water skiing today. No, I mean, we didn't go water skiing. We went horseback riding, but, well, Reg and the other kids...
Oh, let me tell him, Maury.
Well, that sounds like a good idea.
Well, the kids we run around with, 4 of them, they went water skiing, and they were supposed to pick us up at 4 o'clock.
At the stables, where we went riding.
But they didn't come. Not at 4 or 5 or 6.
Well, what kind of a boat did they have?
Well, it's got a homemade hull and a souped-up V8 engine.
Was it likely to break down?
Well, no, I don't think so. You see, Reg, well, he keeps it in tip-top condition all the time.
Well, I think you better talk to the sheriff about this.
All right. Let's hear all about it.
Well, we were afraid the boat tipped over something because they were supposed to pick us up a long time ago.
What direction they went?
No, they just went water skiing, no special direction.
Well, now we have about 800 square miles of water out there. That'll be difficult for us to search an area like that.
But you gotta do something, you just gotta.
Now, don't misunderstand me. We'll do the very best we can, of course. You tell Regan to pick up searching immediately. You and I will relieve him at 5 in the morning.
Can we go with them?
I'm afraid not, miss. It's practically dark.
Do you kids have a car?
Well, no, not one of my own.
Then I'll drive you two home.
Oh, thanks, but could you drive me down to Reggie's car? I'd like to drive it. Reggie doesn't like to leave it outside.
All right.
Any luck, Sheriff?
I'm sorry, son. Nothing yet.
I wish there was something we could do to help. Hey, let's take one of Wally's boats and look around. Wally won't mind. You know, as we were pulling up, I could have sworn I saw somebody walking.
You must be carried away. If they were here, we'd have seen the boat.
Look! I told you I saw somebody. Come on!
Are you looking for someone?
We saw a man back there. We were trying to find him.
He's gone now. Can I help you?
Well, I guess you can. We were going to ask him if he saw anybody. 4 kids in a boat around here yesterday.
Well, I'm sure he didn't. Neither did I. You see, we were both inside all day yesterday.
Do you live here?
Of course. Would you like to take a rest?
No, we better get going. You see, we're searching the water for our friends. We think they might have drowned.
Why, that's terrible. I hope to find them safe and well. Are you sure you wouldn't like a sandwich or something before you go?
No, I think not. Thanks anyway. I bet you don't get many visitors out here.
No one ever comes here.
Oh, well, goodbye. Thanks for the information.
Who were those snoopers we saw by the water?
Just some kids looking for their friends.
I don't like people around here. There's too much at stake.
You know people are of no concern. Besides, I'm the one who has to stay here, not you.
A slip-up now will ruin everything.
You don't have to worry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's what we're here to find out. How is the work progressing?
Very well. I hope to complete Phase 3 this week.
Phase 3? You were on that the last time we were here.
And now it's nearly completed. What do you expect in 4 months?
We expect results. We must have results, and soon.
Tell me, Doctor, what's the chance of finishing the research within 6 weeks?
You mean the research or the actual completion of a perfect capsule?
I mean the completion of 5,000 capsules, ready to drop.
I've received orders from the East. Now, we must move in another direction unless your capsules are ready in time.
You mean hydrogen bombs?
Yes.
Fools. The stupid fools. What good is land that you can't use or go near for years?
You know, of course, that we don't control these things.
Well, what about it? Can you speed up the work?
It is possible. But I've run into a factor that may give us trouble. Come and see for yourself. This is the first capsule that was used on Subject 1. It proved much too strong, as the subject died in 5 hours. I worked out this highly concentrated buffer and tested it on 4 separate subjects.
And the results?
About 0 consistency. Have a look. you'll notice, the subjects are direct opposites. One has no spark, no desire for anything. The other teems with rage.
What about that fellow we saw last month? His reaction was perfect.
Ivan, the perfect slave, desire to work, perfect health, and obeys every command. With half the people on Earth in his condition, we'd have the epitome of civilization.
In the bombing of the United States, how many would turn out like him?
Not enough to take care of the wild ones. You couldn't possibly drop the pellets as they now exist.
Then you must find out what it is about Ivan that produced the effect.
I've performed every practical test on him. His body chemistry is basically the same as the rest.
Well, you'll have to figure it out.
I don't believe it can be done in short time. But there is an alternative.
What's that?
It might prove dangerous. But if time is of the essence... I worked out a formula using a completely different paralyzing agent. It rushes directly to the nervous system and can be dropped as a gas. And also, it will be difficult to detect in the American water systems.
Is it dangerous to us?
Not in the way you would imagine. The problem is, it can be counteracted.
You mean it's not lasting?
Effective and lasting. Until someone discovers what would bring the subjects back to normal.
Can't you do something or strengthen it?
You want the people alive and strong so they can work and obey their superiors. If I increase the gas, they'd mostly die.
But if they cannot think for themselves, how can they possibly reason a counteragent would help them?
That's where we would have to gamble. At least until we had time to develop a second gas.
How effective is it?
I'll give you a demonstration. Ivan, I'm preparing a test. Be ready to stand by. You'll now be able to see the effect taken by a near-human subject. I think you'll agree this one has plenty of fight in him. Now we tame the savage beast. Ivan, come and get him. You can take him to one of the old cages.
It's amazing. In a matter of seconds, his temper completely suppressed.
I won't even have to lock him up anymore. Although, unlike a man, he's not useful. After I run some tests, Ivan will destroy him.
He appears to have no conscious feeling at all.
From now on, he'll move exactly as he's directed.
If only this could be permanent.
If only we hadn't been betrayed, we'd have the time.
What are you talking about? Who betrayed us?
Do you remember Felix, our contact in South America? The one that helped you with the passport?
Very well. I last saw him in Buenos Aires.
The reason that passport looked so good was because it was a legitimate one. We recently found out that he was a United States federal agent.
Where is he now?
Dead. But we don't know whether or not he had enough time to contact his office about this operation.
This is the reason for the change in time element?
If he did talk to the Pentagon, they'd soon find this place.
Then it's up to you. If you want to take a chance with what you saw, then I'll hurry along with the final tests. I have 4 human subjects to use.
4 new ones?
They're friends of those kids you saw outside.
Are you sure they won't be back?
I rather doubt it. But if they do, we can handle them.
We better stay here a few days, just in case.
Major Coleman is here.
Would you send him right in, please? Did you bring everything they found?
His suitcase contained mostly clothing and personal belongings. I have all the papers we located, but I'm afraid they don't help much. He couldn't carry anything of importance with him.
Is there any chance of finding the body?
If we do, it probably won't tell us much. The murderers undoubtedly checked his clothing.
Everything addressed to Felix. Is that the only name he used?
He used the name Felix in Argentina and Mexico. Even the police in Buenos Aires were unaware of his identity.
We have other agents in Buenos Aires. Why didn't he contact them?
Colonel, we felt this assignment was the most critical we've ever been on. We tried to avoid any possible channel of detection, even our own agents.
Your caution certainly didn't seem to pay off.
Well, I suppose you're right. But we do have one thing, a photograph. This might lead us to their headquarters. First, we're sending copies of this photo to every law enforcement agency in the country. Every city, county, and state officer will be on the lookout for her. Second, we'll detach troops from bases in this area and cover the entire state. When we finish there, we'll move to another until we've covered the western states, then move eastward.
I'll contact General Mundy for additional helicopters in that area.
With your permission, sir, I'd like to also request Marine and Navy helicopters and every reconnaissance plane the Air Force has available.
That's a big order. I hope we can fill it.
It must be filled. Do you realize, Colonel, that if we don't find their base and stop them now, before they distribute this gas in rivers and water supplies across the nation, we'll be able to save at best 20% of the population when they strike.
That's it. Clean as a whistle. Come on.
Can you get it all right?
Oh, no. This one's going to be harder than the other one. It's a better lock.
Maybe we can help it.
Hurry, hurry, he's coming. Get back against the wall, quick. Hey, you.
Every time he comes here, I'm afraid he's going to open the door. The way he looks at me.
I don't think he can do a thing unless he's told to. He must be under some powerful drug.
Maybe he can't hear us when we talk.
Oh, he can hear us all right. Look, it's a good thing he didn't notice the broken lock.
He probably won't be back for a while. You'll have time to open ours.
No, I think we better wait till the last minute. Well, if he notices the broken lock, we'll be cooked.
But now you've got the time.
Look, Julie! Getting out of these cages isn't even half the battle. If we can get through that hall and outside, we've got a chance. But we've still got to get off this island, and we can't swim.
Hey, look. Reg and I can sneak out of here tonight after it gets dark. Then we can go down by the water and look for the boat, huh?
If you find it, we'll still be locked up here. And what happens if you don't find it?
It's got to be around here somewhere. And if there's anyone out there, Skip and I alone will have a better chance of not being seen.
Yeah.
Now, we'll be back before morning with the boat all set up. Then we make a run for it, hop in the boat, and take off.
It sounds fine. Except if anything goes wrong, we're still locked in here. Can't you fix this lock before you go?
I don't think we'll be as lucky with that one. We'll probably have to break it into pieces. If he comes back here tonight, he'll notice it for sure.
Hey, look. When everything's all ready, a little noise won't matter then. A couple of good whacks and we're all set.
Reg, be careful out there. If they see you, they'll probably...
Julie, forget it. We'll be back before daylight. And if they do catch us, we can't be any worse off than we are right now. It's probably dark by now. Come on. Skip, come on.
The sun's nearly up. Yeah. Sort of hate to face the girls.
If I were a channel swimmer, I could make it in about 10 hours.
We hadn't walked around so much, we could have built a raft. Wait a minute. We could still get a good start on it.
You know, Skip, sometimes you really amaze me. Come on.
Did you find it? Can we get out of here?
Well, it's almost daylight. We'll have to wait.
But you found the boat.
No. But it's okay. We're building a raft.
A raft?
It's our only chance. We'll have it finished tomorrow night, then we take off.
Hey, we better get inside. They might be getting up.
Right. And we better get some sleep.
Where's the raft now?
Oh, come on. Reg is right. Let's get some rest.
We hid it down by the water. Just keep your fingers crossed that they don't find it.
Hello? The sheriff, please. Oh, that's right, the sheriff's office. Thank you.
Sheriff's office. Johnson.
Hello? Hello, this is Maury Timms. Yeah, Maury. Listen, we were out in the boat today, and we came across something real strange. We found this island. We think the kids might be there.
I see. Well, look, Maury, I'm due to go out on a call right now.
The sheriff isn't here, so you'd better go see him in his home. His address is 233 Elmwood Road. Can you find it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. We're not too far from there. I'll leave right now and catch him. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Well, hello, kids. Come on in.
Sorry to have to bother you at home, Sheriff.
Oh, that's all right, but we still haven't found anything.
I think we did. Not a boat or anything, but we found something that sure looked funny.
Well, what'd you see?
Well, we were out there in the water, in this boat we borrowed. Well, we were looking all around like you. Well, we went way over toward the east. Must have gone about, 30, 40 miles. We came to this real weird place.
It was an island.
Yeah, real strange like. I didn't even know it was there before.
Well, that must be Mullet Island. There used to be some buildings on it about 50 years ago.
That sounds like it. Well, anyway, we thought it was worth looking at, so we went there and we talked to this woman. And
you talked to someone on Mullet Island?
Yeah, she lived there.
I can't believe anyone could be living on that old island. There's no facilities.
She lives there all right. We saw her.
Well, how odd. Wonder why anyone would pick that place. Well, what'd she say? Had she seen anything of the boat or the kids?
She said she hadn't seen anybody, but we think she was lying.
Now, what makes you think that?
Well, we didn't think too much about it at the time. We wanted to look around the water some more. But Donnie brought it up on the way back.
I'm sure she lied to us, Sheriff. And she might know something about the kids she's not telling.
Now, wait a minute. If people want to live in isolation, that's their own business. They have that right. Don't you jump to conclusions just because this woman may have looked, well, a little odd.
It's not that. It's, well, she...
Now, look here. You're all upset about this thing. And it's a terrible experience. But do you really think that a person, well, anyone, would see your friends and then deliberately say they hadn't? What possible reason could they have?
We don't know. That's why we came to you.
I think you both let your imaginations run away with you. Now, I suggest you go home and let me handle this search. But I have to tell you the truth. I'm not too optimistic about it after all the area we've covered.
Have you been out to the island?
Now, do you actually believe that your friends would go out there and stay this long?
Well, no. Not unless they couldn't get off.
She lied to us, Sheriff. I know she did.
She told us no one ever came out there. And as we left, a boat was just arriving.
Have you kids been home to dinner or any place since coming back from out there?
No, we didn't want to waste any time looking for you.
All right. If we get the boat now and ride out there and have a look around, will that give you any satisfaction?
Yeah, but, well, if we find anything, are you sure you can handle it by yourself?
I think so, Maury. And if not, I've got a radio in the boat.
It'll take a few minutes for the solution to drop to the right temperature before I can combine it.
Will there be a temperature problem in the water supplies?
Not after I once set the exact formula. The molecules will spread rapidly and actually become a part of the water.
And you say it'll only take a few hours to reach the full effect?
Between 1 and 3 hours, the bacteria should be everywhere.
By that you mean including the nerve gas?
The pellets can be of any size you think necessary. Large ones will, of course, spread more gas rapidly in the essential areas.
I just hope the effects are as good as we anticipate.
You won't be disappointed. I'm about ready for the test. If you'll excuse me a second. Ivan, we're ready for the 2 girls. Would you bring them in, please?
Go on, get out. Go on. Come, keep away from him, Marvin. Come and get me. Come on. Get away from him. He's taking away. Hold him. Skip, hold it. Come on.
Get some with us. Do it.
Now, goodbye.
They put him in that room to kill him.
Oh, we can't rush them. They must have guns.
If we'd have only gotten out of here last night.
Now, gentlemen, if you'll watch carefully, you'll see the exact effect working on the human system. Well, look who we have here. How are you, Mr. Sheriff?
Not so good. I've got a couple of real inquisitive kids here. I knew there'd be trouble.
There won't be any trouble. I think they'll help us instead.
What's going on here, Sheriff? Who are these people?
Maury, look! It's Julian Pound!
You see, she did lie. The kids are prisoners here.
Not prisoners. We prefer to call all of you our guests. Ivan.
Sheriff, do something. Sheriff! I'm trying to let us go!
It'll do you no good. The sheriff won't help you.
I'd like to talk to you, Doctor.
Well, certainly, Sheriff. What is it?
Look, our deal was that I'd supply you with drunks and prisoners. But this time you've gone too far.
These subjects are no different from the ones you brought me.
No, except that they have families that want to find them. This search is getting publicity on the outside, and I can't control it.
We can't stop now. Not for anything. You'll have to give us a little more time.
We'll have to move fast. But we'll need some pieces of pipe. Or clubs.
I'll see what I can find.
Agree with you. I think we can all relax. Keep our wits about this thing. After all, we haven't been discovered yet. And I don't believe we'll need any more people over here. What do you think, Doctor?
I was never one to complain over a simple problem.
Simple problem? Do you realize
I do realize. And I also understand thoroughly what we're all expected to do. I'm doing my job under the same conditions as you, only I don't complain about every problem I run into.
Very well, then. Perhaps you should appoint someone to take my place.
Perhaps we will.
All right. Do what you think best. Let me know what you decide.
We certainly will. The fool. Didn't he know that none can quit?
We'll have to hurry now. Ivan, take him outside.
Where do you want these two?
Keep them there. They'll serve as a second pet.
Look, we gotta move now or it's too late. Go to the door and let the girls out.
What's that?
right, on your feet. Come on!
Hurry, Rick! Let's get the girls out!
You can't open that door. But she can. Come on. Come on. All right, go open that door right now.
You keep them covered, Maury.
Right.
Their minds are gone, just like the rest.
Yeah, well, she knows how to bring around, and she's gonna do it. All right, get started.
Started with what?
You know what I mean. Something to take care of Julie and Pam.
There's nothing I can do for them.
You'd rather feel a few bullets burn through you.
Go ahead and kill me if you like, if that will help them.
Look! You invented this stuff. It figures you can do something about it.
If I could, I wouldn't, so you're wasting your time.
Your time's gonna burn out if you don't do what I say.
Hey, listen, Reg. When that gas is poured on someone, they lose their will, don't they?
Yeah.
After that, they do as they're told.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. Which way do you want it? All right, then get moving. Tell them don't go through it.
Price, you fool!
How do you release the stuff?
Hey, I think this is it right here. I wonder how long it takes to work.
Well, looks like it's clear enough.
Let's get her. Get back. Don't you try that again.
All right, now let's have it. Come on. Now, you know what we want. Come on. Something that'll fix the girls. Come on now, I'm not kidding.
Hold it, Skip.
You understand me?
Hold it.
I mean it.
We're doing something wrong. You two guys, come over here. All right. If you guys want to stay alive, you better do as we say.
We can do nothing.
Tell me how to get through to her.
I don't know. We're not scientists.
You know all about this gas, though.
Hey, maybe she's an exception. What do you say we put one of them in there, huh? We'll get them to talk.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Okay, you. Let's go. I said move. No, wait. I'll tell you. I don't know exactly which one it is, but if I show us where it is. I think that's the one. Think that's the one. Well, she only mentioned it once. I think that's the mixture to counteract the gas. Now, this might be poison.
Let's give it to her first. it, quick! Follow me! Are you all right?
Pull yourself together. We have to stop them.
The police! It's coming from there.
Come on, hurry!
Well, hurry, get it started.
Come on! We can all fit in here. What about the other guy in there? After the gorilla's finished with him, I doubt if he can make it to the water. Let's go! With pleasure.
I picked up Major Coleman. We're about 10 miles in from the airport. We should arrive at headquarters in a couple of minutes. Over.
Unit 2, we're waiting. 10-4. The Army will be very grateful to you kids. You know, it's funny that the picture of that woman just arrived this morning.
You know, I'll bet if that sheriff had been here, you wouldn't have seen it at all.
I guess you're right, Maury. I expect a full investigation of this office. We had a lot of prisoners unaccounted for.
We saw quite a few men on the island. I guess they must have been the ones.
Poor devils. I hope we can do something for them.
I'm Major Coleman. Are you Johnson?
I was placed in temporary charge of the substation.
From what I understand, the permanent. And these must be the kids that cracked a ring the Army couldn't even locate.
They sure did, sir, and we're mighty proud of them.
Well, if we did anything, sir...
Service. This group was the largest menace to United States security we've ever had.
What? Oh, there you go. I swear, Skip, you remind me of a walking comic book.
What's wrong with being famous? I can just see the headlines. Football star cited for bravery.
Oh. Football star? If you ever get off the bench, I'll personally give you a medal.
Oh, wow, Pam, you sure are a drag, you know that? Hey, I was talking about next year.
I believe there'll be rewards for all of you. In a few days, you'll be going to Washington, D.C., where you'll be interviewed by the president himself. In the meantime, if there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
Major Coleman,
Yes?
did you say you'd do anything we asked, sir?
If it's at all possible, of course.
Well, sir, I mean, Skip and I, we sort of... Well, sir, there's a secret boat dock somewhere on that island. And we looked and looked for it, and I'm gonna flip if I don't see it. Can we go with you when you go to search for it? I've got something at stake, you know. My boat's there, and I've got to get it back.
Son, I'm sure you're perfectly welcome. Come back in about 2 hours, and we'll be glad to take you with us.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, crazy. How about that? Well, what do you say we all have a ball, huh? Let's go water skiing.
Yeah. What do we use for a boat?
Oh, yeah. Anybody for horseback riding?
I have been hurt by others, and I will hurt them. I will make them suffer like I have suffered.
The words of a sadist, one of the most disruptive elements in human society. To have complete mastery over another, to make him a helpless object, to humiliate him, to enslave, to inflict moral insanity on the innocent. That is his objective, his twisted pleasure.
Strange-looking place.
What I thought, fuel pump.
How long you think it'll take you to fix?
Has to be replaced. Take about a half an hour if they have the part. You should have one with all these wrecks around here. This back highway's good for time, but have car trouble and you got problems.
If it had to happen, I'm glad it happened where it did. And when it did. I didn't much relish the idea of being stuck in those mountains.
They were lucky. Another few miles, we'd have been in desert.
Is it what you thought, Mr. Stiles?
I'm afraid so.
Can we still make the game?
Well, we've got 40 miles to go. 12:01. Game doesn't start till 1:30. We can still make it if they have the part.
And if they don't?
It's plain stuck. If it wasn't Sunday, they could order one from Lancaster. We're the people that run this place. Hello?
You say when the player swats the ball.
Not swats the ball, Doris. Bats. The player bats the ball.
Yes, when the player bats the ball and it goes over the fence.
That's a home run.
Yes, I know, but if no one can make him out, why does he have to run around the bases?
Because he has to. That's the rules. He must touch every base. Would you like a Coke?
Oh, thank you.
Somebody could run off with the whole place, and the owner would never know it.
Coke, Ed?
Sure, thanks.
From the looks of things, nothing around here worth taking.
It's a wonder they get any business at all. Everything is so dirty and greasy.
All work isn't white-collar work, Miss Page. When I was in the Army, I had my fill of this, repairing tanks. This prim and proper should have known me then.
Doris Page is a sweet girl, Ed. And a good math teacher. A little on the prudish side, perhaps.
Boy, my phys ed class calls her Miss Ice Buckets.
Mr. Oliver, I think that is a silly rule. There is no reason why a man should have to run around the bases when they can't get him out.
Isn't that a woman for you? Never seen a baseball game, and already she's changing the rules.
You should go to a ball game with my wife.
Oh, I still think that's a silly rule.
If we're ever going to see any baseball today, where's the guy that runs this place? Hey, what about some service? Hello?
They must be around here someplace. Doesn't seem likely they'd go away and leave everything wide open.
Perhaps they're round and back someplace.
Hey, anybody here? Hello? Hello?
If the pump hasn't already been stripped off that Chevy, we might be in business. We got ourselves a fuel pump if it's any good.
Will that work on our car?
Take a few adjustments, but you get us to L.A. I'll borrow a few wrenches and we'll soon be out of here.
Mr. Stiles has many talents.
A fine young man. Be a lucky woman that hooks him.
Why, Mr. Oliver, I do believe you're playing Cupid again.
You're only young once, Miss Page.
Why, Mr. Oliver, you sound like an old man.
Well, 52 yesterday.
Well, I'd say you'd had a fine and full life. A nice home, a lovely wife, 2 handsome children.
Carl Jr. graduates from West Point in 2 weeks. Wife and I are going back for the graduation.
This guy really takes care of his tools.
I wonder where these people are.
I'll look around and see if I can find it for somebody.
I don't want to shock you, Miss Page, but I'd rather not get my shirt dirty.
Oh, really, Mr. Stiles, I'm not that stuffy.
I don't know. Taught at the same school for over a year, and it's still Miss Page and Mr. Stiles. I do think Ed and Doris would sound a lot better.
From now on, it shall be Ed and Doris.
Just a snakeskin they shed this time of year.
I can't stand snakes.
Most people can't. Part of the country's loaded with them. Big ones. I hear they get to be as much as 9 feet long.
Well, I was certainly wrong, wasn't I?
Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Hello? Hello? Doris? Ed? Hello? Hello? You never know he's the same history teacher from old Lancaster High. He really cuts loose. Today, he'll really be in his glory with his red flame.
I know. Edna told me last night that he hadn't seen them play since they left Cincinnati. She said ever since he got the tickets,
There's something going on here that just isn't right. Settings for 4 at the kitchen table, 2 plates eaten from and 2 plates untouched. Pie still warm. Except for a cat, there's not a sign of life. The sooner we get out of here, the better off I'll feel.
Just keep working, mister. Because you're going to fix your car just like you intended.
Young man, you have no right to take our car.
Shut up.
What if I don't fix it?
You'll fix it all right, mister. You better not take too long, either.
Supposing I get it fixed, what happens then?
Me and my girl go away. Won't bother you.
How do we know you'll keep your word?
Looks like you're just gonna have to take it. Ain't you, mister? You. Give me your wallet.
There's not much, but you're welcome to it. Well, we're only school teachers, young man.
You hear that, Judy? We're only school teachers. We don't like school teachers. Do we, Judy? Teachers think they're so much smarter than everybody else.
You have our money. Isn't that enough? What else do you want?
Just keep working, mister. Teachers used to call Judy dumb. Make fun of her. Send her home from school crying.
You're a pretty good sized boy. I wonder how tough you'd be without that gun.
Ooh, you're one of them real big talkers, ain't you, mister? All right, big talker. Hand over your wallet. Come on! Pick it up.
You pick it up.
You a real big man in front of your lady friend. But I'm gonna show her just how big you really are.
Put down that gun and I'll show you how big you are.
I'm giving you 3 seconds, mister, to do what I say. I'm saying you pick up that wallet. 1, 2.
Please do as he says.
You put it on the fender. Or do you want the gun, huh? You want the gun? on the fender. Big man, huh? I guess you got showed how big you really was. Start working.
May I get some water? This poor man is being blinded by his own blood. Don't you even have the decency to let me care for this man? What kind of a person are you? Do you enjoy hurting others, seeing them in pain? How can you be so inhuman?
How is he?
He says he's all right, but I know it must hurt. The gash in his cheek isn't too bad, but the cut over his eye, it won't stop bleeding. I'm afraid he might bleed to death.
Now, Doris. It can't be that bad.
Where do you think you're going?
This man needs help, and he's going to get it if you want this car fixed. He's going to be all right, Doris. You're lucky, Carl. A little more to the right, you wouldn't be here. If we can get you some water and in the shade, we can stop the bleeding. What about letting this man get in the shade?
How can you be so cruel?
You get back in that car, he won't be needing nothing.
Oh, by all means, enjoy your lovemaking. But the least you can do is allow a suffering man a little water. Carrying on like that when you're no more than an animal. You get your dirty hands off me.
You leave her alone if you want the car fixed.
And he won't fix it unless you let us get some water.
There's a pump by the house.
You get working in that car, mister. And you. Go ahead. Shoot if they move, Judy. If I hear a shot, your girlfriend is dead. Don't get no ideas. Judy don't know how to use a gun.
I wonder why he changed his mind. Ed, I don't like this.
I know something else you won't like, Carl. Remember reading last week about those brutal killings in Arizona?
Let me by. Why are you putting us through this torture? You have our money and you're taking our car. Isn't that enough?
You keep your dirty hands off me. You think you're so much better than me. You kind of all think that way. You called me inhuman.
All right, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Now, will you let me go?
You called me an animal.
I'm sorry I said those things. Now, can I go?
You're sorry, but you still think it. You think I'm dirt. You think Judy's dirt. You'll always think it till you don't think no more. Your kind means nothing. You hear? Nothing. Why don't you scream? Maybe the big talker will come and help you. Maybe Miss Goody Good still thinks she's so much better than me. How does it feel to be touched by dirt? Huh? Goody Good don't like it. Taste it! Taste it! Eat the dirt. Taste it! Miss Goody don't think she's so much now, does she? She don't mind being touched by dirt. Get moving.
did he do to you, child?
It's all right, Mr. Oliver. It's all right.
Get back to work.
You want that car fixed, you can do it yourself.
Starting to be the big man again, huh?
You're the big man, Tibbs. That's the name, isn't it? Charlie Tibbs? The big man who killed 7 people, made them get on their knees and shot them in the head? Paper calls you a thrill killer. It must be a real thrill to wipe out a family of 5. How many thrills have you had since you left Arizona? What about the people here? Did you kill them too?
How long do you think you can keep getting away with this, son? The law's bound to catch up with you sooner or later.
And the law has ways of handling murderers.
Please don't antagonize him anymore.
What's going to happen to you?
If anybody opens their mouth again, I'll blow their brains out. Now listen, big man, you get back to fixing that car, you're gonna be a big dead man fast. All of a sudden, everybody's becoming the big talker. Getting kind of brave. Nobody wants to talk no more, Judy.
I'm gonna get my goodie bag.
Judy! Give me a soda. Just a little target practice.
Oliver, they're going to do something terrible. I just know it.
You. Get up. Over there.
What are you going to do?
Shut up. Move! That's far enough. Down on your knees. On your knees. Seeing as how you like to talk, go ahead and talk. Talk all you want. As soon as I finish this, you're gonna be through talking. School'll be out for you, teacher. Better start talking, mister. Your time's running out.
For nothing? Surely blowing my head off can't give you a thrill. And call my wife. She'll give it to you, all of it. You and your girlfriend can have a lot of fun on $2,300. You have a father, don't you? Would you want someone doing this to him? Think of your own father in my place. Or yours.
Save your breath on her, mister. I'm the only thing in the world she has. Her old man's dead, and her old lady's a drunk.
Young lady, can't you realize this is wrong? You love him, don't you? You know what it is to be around someone you love and who loves you? I have loved ones, too. A daughter a little older than you, and a son about his age. Please, I beg of you, talk to your boyfriend. Tell him this is wrong. Tell him, please. My God, child, haven't you any feelings at all? Can't you understand?
Look at him squirm, Judy. They all alike, ain't they? Yellow when they go.
You just can't wipe out a man's life like this. Not like this.
You just can't stand here and watch.
Ann, you can't let him do this. Maybe he'll listen to you. Talk to him. Ann, talk to him.
Seymour, do something. Somebody do something. Tell him you won't fix the car. Don't let him do it.
If you want the car fixed,
maybe the big man wants to take your place. If he says one more word, he will. What about it, big man? You feel like talking? Maybe Miss Goodgood wants to take his place. I guess nobody wants to take your place, mister. School's out, teacher.
no, no, please. Ed!
The veins!
Monster, you monster!
Doris!
Dirt!
Shut up!
Shut up yourself!
Doris, take control of yourself!
No, you coward!
Doris!
Don't touch me!
Doris, you're gonna get us both
I
shot!
don't care, I don't care! Why don't you go ahead and shoot? Go on, shoot! Go on, shoot, shoot! I don't care!
In another couple of minutes, I'll have the pump out.
Shut up.
It won't take very long to put it in the other car.
I said shut up.
You're going to need that car now, and I'm the only one that can fix it.
I'd waited too long. Judy, go get me a soda. And that pie, too.
Poor Edna. How will anybody be able to tell his son's graduation?
Doris, believe me, I feel as badly as you. He's dead. Nothing can bring him back. We're alive. We've got to think of ourselves now. Do you think I wanted to stand there and watch him die? What could I do? What could anyone have done? You can't reason with that kid. He wants blood, Doris, and nobody's going to talk him out of it. Don't you understand what we're dealing with? He's a psycho, Doris. Well, should I have taken his place? Would that have made you feel better? What would you be saying to Carl if it was me lying over there?
Acting the way I did, there was nothing we could do. Why don't we just run? The highway is only a few yards from here.
He cut us down before we got 5 feet.
I'll die running before I get on my knees like... I can still see him drinking that. Car will come by and stop.
Sure, Doris, maybe a car will pull in.
Pull in? They won't know. He'll kill them and us too. The police. Maybe the police will pass by. They do patrol this highway. They will, Ed. They will.
Sure they will.
We must find a way to make them stop, Ed.
Doris, miracles do happen, but you can't count on them.
I'm sorry.
Now listen. I'm going to try to find out how many more shots he has left, or if he has reloaded or not.
But how will we find out?
4 shots we know of. That leaves 4. He probably shot the people here, too. There must have been 2. Remember what Carl told us about the settings in the kitchen?
Yes. 2 plates eaten from, and 2 plates untouched.
Tibbs must have surprised them while they were eating. They were too frightened to eat while those 2 were stuffing themselves. He shot them. That leaves 2 shots. Well, he certainly didn't walk here from Arizona. Maybe he shot someone else. And if he hasn't reloaded...
Go ahead and talk, mister. You talk all you want. You thinking somebody's gonna save you.
Why should I fix a car if you're gonna kill us anyhow?
You'll fix it. 'Cause that lets you live a little longer. Like back there. I knew you was stalling. If you'd want to fix a car, you'd die right now.
You want this car, Tibbs. Who are you fooling? Oh, you can kill us, but you'll be stranded.
That's a road, ain't it? Well, there's a road, there's cars. Somebody will pick us up. They always have.
Is that how you got here from Arizona?
The sailor picked us up.
How far did he take you?
Thought he was a real... I just cut his throat.
Why haven't you still got his car?
Run out of gas last night. You sure asking a lot of questions, mister. But you go ahead and ask all you want.
How did you get here?
A farmer picked us up. His old crate broke down up the road a piece. Bad. I was beginning to like that old codger.
Shoot him too?
He sure prayed when he went, Judy. Remember? He reached for the sky and talked to the Lordy Lord.
Then you shot him.
Yeah. Right between the eyes.
What about the 2 people you shot here? Did they pray too?
You must think I'm dumb, mister. Don't know nothing. You're counting bullets. Count all you want. I can count too. You know I only fired 7 shots. Only got 1 bullet left. Unless I reloaded. How many bullets do I have left? Come on, come on. You're the big man. Come on. The 1 bullet's gone. Come on, maybe the gun's empty. Come on, mister, I'm giving you a chance. Come on, big man. Come on, mister. Come get the gun. What's the matter? You afraid? You had a chance, mister. You should have taken it. You ain't gonna get no more. See how yellow they are, Judy? They're afraid of an empty gun. Big man. Big talker.
coming, Mr. Stiles. I told you they would. They will stop. They will. They will. They're coming after him. They're coming after you. You hear me? You're not going to kill anymore.
Doris! Getting back! Get back or I'll kill you right now. Do as I say! Move! Over there! Lie down! Lie down!
Stop.
Get up! Hurry up! It must be the police. You get in the trunk. Get in there, I'll blow your brains out! One noise when your lady friend dies. Keep her out of sight. She makes one noise, you slit her throat. Hi.
Hello, son.
Sure a scorcher.
Sure is.
Don't recall having seen you around here before, son.
A friend of the family.
Just talked to Milt's son in town about an hour ago. Funny, being the talker he is, didn't mention anything about visitors.
He just left before I got in.
Lancaster, huh?
Yeah. Been working on the car. Fuel pump trouble.
Mine went out only last week. You know, Jim, it cost over $30 to get it fixed. Boy, what a crook that guy was.
Where's Milt?
Back someplace.
Oh, you can get more parts out of a car than a factory put in it.
Yeah, you sure can.
Get out. I told you to keep quiet. Should have known what I told you. Get moving. told you nobody could help you.
You're gonna have every officer in California looking for you.
They don't scare me. Nobody scares me. Fix that car. Fix that car. I'll give you 15 minutes to fix it.
Why should I fix it? You'll only kill us when I get done.
I'm giving you 15 more minutes of life, mister. If you don't want it, I'll blow your head off right now. There is two. It's 1 o'clock. You got until 1:15. You start working.
Who'd ever believe something like this?
Shoot 2 officers. There were 2 of them. 2 of them.
Judy, give me that gun.
"15 minutes. What are we going to do?"
All units, be on the alert for 2 Arizona murder suspects believed to be in California, possibly driving a green 1958 Ford sedan, license number Mary Nora 46983. Suspects hitched a ride with the driver of this car, a sailor en route to San Diego. The sailor was found murdered 2 miles east of Needles, approximately 10:30 this date. Tibbs, Charles A., male Caucasian, age 20, light brown hair, blue eyes, height 6'1", weight approximately 180 pounds, fair complexion, wearing Levi jacket and pants when last seen. This suspect is armed and to be considered extremely dangerous. In company with suspect number 1 is Bradshaw, Judy, female Caucasian, age 18, black hair, blue eyes, height approximately 5'4", weight approximately 100 pounds, dark complexion, wearing a yellow flowered dress when last seen.
If only that radio call had come 2 minutes earlier.
We've got to do something.
Looks like we'll have to run for it. Wait a minute. Move closer. Get in front of me. I got an idea. It may not work, but at least it's a chance. It's obvious he doesn't know much about cars. Now look, when I get the pump in, I'll ask you to get in the car and start it. Leave it neutral. I'll race the motor from here. When I give you the first signal, I'll scratch my shoulder. When I do, you shift into drive and push down on the brake. Got that?
Yes.
When I give you the second signal, I'll wink. And hold on tight because I'll be pulling the gas pedal to the floorboard. I'm going to try to lure him in front of the car.
Oh, dear.
It's just a chance. We might not hit him, but if we can at least startle him, it may give me the few seconds I need. Let's just pray this doesn't kick out on us.
What if it does?
Run for it.
What if it won't let me get in the car?
It's a chance we'll just have to take.
You got 11 minutes.
Doris?
I can't fix the car with you starting it.
This is Dick Woods bringing you music from Dodger Stadium as we do every Sunday preceding the ball, riding a 9-game winning streak. It's going to be Bob Perky going for the Reds and Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. It should be quite a pitcher's battle. There's still plenty of good seats to be had, so if you're not doing anything, come out to Dodger Stadium and see exciting National League baseball. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. Time is 1:10, still time to come on down. And now, stay tuned for Dodger Warm-Up.
If we could just get them away from the car long enough to...
Music. All those people. Laughing and yelling. So happy. Oh, Ed, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
You're not going to die, Doris.
Four minutes.
Start it so I can see if the pump holds pressure. Doris, get in the car and start it.
Just a minute.
You want the car to run. I want to live those extra few minutes.
Now I have to check the pump for pressure.
All right. But it better run good.
Start it up.
You ain't got much more time. 2 minutes. How does it feel when you're about to die?
Try it now.
I think you Yellow Belly. Yeah. One of them squirmers. Get out. I said get out! Move. You must think I'm stupid. You're trying something. You did something.
I did nothing.
It was running pretty good a few seconds ago. You must have did something.
Look, this pump has been in a wrecked car for who knows how long. Now, sometimes they get clogged and don't hold the pressure. I should take it out and clean it.
You ain't got time for that.
It's not holding pressure. It needs to be cleaned.
You're looking for time, ain't you?
It won't take very long.
You ain't taking nothing out. You think you're fooling me, don't you? Think I don't know nothing about cars, don't you? That thing right there, that's a carburetor. The car can't run unless there's gas in it. All you gotta do is prime it. Now, I seen that done, so you prime it. Go on, there's a gas pump over there.
Doris, get in the car and start it when I tell you to.
Nobody gets in that car but me.
If I'm going to prime it, somebody has to pump the gas pedal.
Just never you mind. You just put that gas in that carburetor. Oh, Judy! I know you're hiding! I'll find you! Find you! I'll kill you! Ah!
right corner. Fairly took it. Ball one, strike one to Fairly. Say, incidentally, there are lots of good seats here for you fans who enjoy the Dodgers and the Red Legs. If you're close by, won't you come on down? You'll enjoy it here at Dodger Stadium. A gorgeous day, shirt sleeve crowd, everybody having a wonderful time. Okay, we're set to go. The bases loaded, bottom of the first inning. Ron Fairly up there. Perky, the great pitcher of the Red Legs, set to go. He faces him. He has his sign. There's the windup. The pitch. Fairly belts it. Oh, what a smash. Frank Robinson is on his bicycle. He's going back. He turns and races toward the wall. Back, back, back he goes. Oh, it's a home run.
Hey, Tony, watch it, will you? We want to get back to port nice and dry.
Yeah, you trying to drown us or something? Don't worry. Just don't worry. Get you all home safe and sound. I can navigate this tub with one hand.
Uh-oh, Johnny, I think he's at it again.
If he does that once more, I think I'm going to get sick.
I think all this action has made the fish sick. I can't seem to make any contact with them at all.
Okay, Betty, let her go.
Hey, not bad. Not bad at all.
Here, you want to try it?
Sure. Only there's one hitch.
What?
No more bottles.
Well, I guess we'll have to play a different game.
What else can we do out here?
Well, this is all. Oh! Of all the girls in the world, I had to get mixed up with the daughter of a judo expert.
Oh, Daddy told me lots of men like to wrestle.
Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind.
Hey, come here. Come here.
What is it?
Look at that. There's an island way over there that I don't remember seeing before.
Well, this is the brightest day we've had in our vacation. Must have been hidden in the mists out there before.
Oh, a mysterious hidden island. Let's go ashore.
What for?
Well, maybe we can find some hidden pirate treasure.
Maybe it would be fun. But what do you say, Johnny?
Oh, why not? This boat's costing us enough. We might as well see everything we can. Hey, Tony, put in here. We want to go ashore.
Boy, he's really tied one on this time.
Looks like he's going to be out for quite a while.
What are we going to do?
Well,
I know I can get this boat in close enough to the island to get the anchor down. But I'm not sure I can get us back to the main island. So, I guess our little treasure hunt's the best thing to do until our navigator sobers up. You and the girls get the dinghy ready. I'll take us in closer to the shore.
Okay.
Come back! Come back, you fools! Don't land there! Come back!
Hey, I wonder if anyone lives here.
Oh, no chance. If there'd have been any natives on this island, they'd have spotted the boat before now. Been down here trying to sell us hand-painted coconuts.
What do we do now?
Well, my intuition tells me that Captain Kidd buried his loot over there. Hey, let's race up there. Last one doesn't get any of the jewels, huh? Say what I tell you. This looks just like the remains of Captain Morgan's flagship.
Oh, but back there you said it was Captain Kidd.
I did? Well, I guess one pirate's gold is as good as another's.
I think I found something. Hey, I think I found something. Oh, what is it? Armor? Pirate's armor?
Well, let's just say it's something the tide washed in. I think you're just a little too young to know about it.
Hey, gang, come here.
Did you find something, Johnny?
You bet I did. Look.
Oh, what is it?
It's around here, too.
I'm hungry. Hey, let's have a clam bake.
Right. But let's have a tropical style, huh?
Well, how do you mean?
Well, look, Pete and I'll go into the jungle and get some banana leaves. We'll wrap the clams in them and bake them in a hole in the sand. You girls stay here and dig for something.
Oh, that's fine. All except the last part.
Huh?
Where you go, we go. Right? Right. We'll all go for the leaves, and then we'll all dig.
Okay, okay. Come on, let's go.
A jungle without banana trees.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's a cigarette pack.
It's not too old either. I can still smell the tobacco.
That means that somebody does live here.
Well, not necessarily. Maybe somebody just went exploring a couple of days ago and then sailed away.
I don't know why, but I'm scared. Let's go back to the boat.
Oh, there's nothing to be scared of.
Oh, no. It'll only take a few minutes. Then we'll be back at the beach. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, we've got to get him out of there. He looks hurt.
Right, I'll get some vines. We can use them to pull him out.
Oh, this is a trap. It was deliberately dug here. But who could have done it? Oh, I don't know. But I do know that as soon as we get him up out of that hole, we're getting out of here. Wait a minute, Pete. I'll climb down. We'll need you here to pull him up.
Okay, but be careful.
Okay. Okay, start pulling.
Help them, quickly.
Yes, I came here shortly after the war. I wanted to live in a world of my own. A world completely free from any kind of outside pressures.
Yeah, but what do you do here?
Yeah, how do you get any kicks in a place like this?
Kicks? Oh, I've found diversions. I've developed a kind of passion for hunting.
So that's it. That's why the trap was...
No. You're quite wrong. You see, this island was once the stronghold of some renegades from the mainland. There may be one or two of them still lurking in the jungle. The trap must have been their handiwork.
But all these different animals, they can't be native to this island.
They weren't. But you must know what money can accomplish. It's quite simple to import any kind of wild beast from anywhere in the world. As other men collect fame and riches, I collect trophies.
Get out of my way. Ah, Alex. I thought you had visitors. I hear these strange voices.
Yes, Dean. These young people have stumbled onto my retreat. I see that you're not feeling well again this evening.
That's right. Maybe shouldn't bother with introductions now. I'll go back to my room.
I think that'll be best. You can meet our young friends later.
That's right. Meet our young friends later. Later.
It's really too bad. Dean was once a very brilliant man, but I keep him here with me because I feel sorry for him. And he's an excellent chess player. I know you'll all enjoy his company when he's sober and you get a chance to know him.
Well, I'm sure that's right, sir, but I don't think we'll get the chance. We have to leave now. You see, our boat's anchored off the island.
I'm afraid that's quite out of the question. You'd never make it through this animal-infested jungle tonight.
But our boat, you see, the man who owns it doesn't know we went ashore. And he's sure to wake up...
You can put your minds at rest. I have a very competent staff. They'll take care of everything. Will you excuse me a moment? I'll be right back.
Johnny, what are we gonna do? This place gives me the creeps.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like to see what gives.
Sure, and what do you think's going to happen when Tony wakes up and finds it's gone? He'll head straight back to port. Maybe remember to report us missing. We're liable to be stuck here for days.
Don't worry about that. Tony won't be going anywhere without us.
What do you mean?
I mean, I made sure of that before we left the boat by taking the rotor. He won't be able to start the engines without it.
Oh, Pete, you're wonderful.
Well, that takes care of the boat, but...
Hold it. I think he's coming back.
May I present my wife? Sandra, Betty, Jeannie, Johnny.
Naturally. I am glad to see you. Will you be staying for a while?
Well, you see, Mrs. Bellow...
Yes, they will, my dear. I think I've convinced them of the foolishness of trying to leave tonight.
But we don't want to impose.
It's our pleasure. Isn't it, Sandra?
Of course.
And now, if you'll show the girls to the guest room.
Yes. Will you come with me, please?
I've made arrangements for you to spend a comfortable night. We can discuss your leaving in the morning. Sandor's prepared a room for you. He will take you to it.
Well, I don't think we...
Good night. Don't worry. Everything will be taken care of.
be careful. He could walk in any minute. And his spies are all over the house.
I know. I know. I can't take much more of his madness, Sandra. I can't go on forever pretending to be a useless drunk. Now we've got to try to escape. We've got to try again.
But how, Dean, how? We can never allow anyone to leave this place alive. And he has made sure no one ever will.
I know. I'm going to gamble on a long shot. And now with these kids here, I think we've got a chance.
What do you mean?
I've worked it all out in my mind.
Ah, Sandra. Entertaining our guest? You've recovered from your indisposition, I see. I'm glad.
Thank you.
I was just about to take a turn around the grounds. Wouldn't you two like to join me? You go out so seldom.
I am tired, Alex. I was about to go to my room.
Dean?
No. No, thank you. I think I'll turn in too.
Then you won't mind escorting Sandra to her room, will you?
Of course not. Good night.
Dean, I've worked out a very satisfactory design for living here. I think you realize that. I hope you also realize that the presence of those 4 young people here changes nothing as far as we're concerned. I've taken care of everything.
You don't think we're dreaming, do you, Betty?
No, this is no dream. But I can't think of a better explanation either.
Come in.
You all right?
So far we are, but I just can't understand what's happening to us.
Neither can I.
That big guy that took us to our room up the hall wasn't very friendly.
I've got a feeling this isn't as friendly a place as that Mr. Below tries to make out.
I still can't figure out how it got here on the island in the first place.
Well, I figured that this house was first built by one of those, crackpot millionaires about 100 years ago. Then when Below found out about it, he sort of moved in.
You know, that could be it. He said he had a lot of money.
But why? Oh, I still don't know what's going on here.
Well, it's a cinch nobody's going to tell us. So we'll just have to find out for ourselves.
Yeah, but how?
Let's split up and have a look around.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Well, there's nothing to be scared about. I mean, I'll be with you.
That's right. And Betty, you'll be with me. Now listen, don't get into anything you can't handle. And if you find out anything, head straight back here and we'll do the same. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, this is where we split. Pete, you and Jeannie go that way.
Okay.
Don't make a sound. I promised to release you, but only if you swear not to cry out. All right. Go back to your room. We'll go with you. We've got to talk to you. What's this all about?
Please go back to your room. We cannot talk here. Please. There is death all around us.
Okay, Betty, come on.
Hurry. Well, there's something I want to tell you. Unless you do exactly as I say, you'll never get off this island.
stairway there that leads down into some kind of a tunnel.
So?
So come on, let's see where it goes.
Please, listen to him. We are trying to help you and ourselves.
I don't understand any of this.
Well, I'll try and explain it as quickly as I can. First, we better have your friends from the other room in here.
But they're not there.
What?
Oh, they're out in the house somewhere. They're trying to find out what's going on, just as we were when you stopped us.
That's bad.
Well, I'll go look for them.
No, stay here. I want you to hear this first. Let's just pray that they'll be all right.
Can't believe it. It's just too awful.
Every word is true. I swear it.
You have to believe us.
Not a word about this.
Somebody, give me a hand.
Go on, here. It's on the bed.
Jeannie.
You'll never believe what we saw. I don't believe it myself.
We just heard about it. I guess it's true, then.
They told you about an unbelievable nightmare. It's true, all right.
And that settles it. We've got to try and get out of here tonight.
Tonight? Huh. Sandra and I have been saying that to each other every night for the last year.
Why haven't you ever tried?
Never had the opportunity. Bello has always kept us pretty well covered.
What can we do?
Well, I have a plan that I think will give us all a good chance. Now, Sandra, you and Betty stay here and watch after Jean and be sure she's all right. Johnny, I want you and Peter to meet me in the trophy room in a little while. Oh, it's all right. We have the run of the house. Only be careful what you say.
Yeah, but what about Bello?
You don't have to worry about him for a couple of hours. He's out in the jungle again. After another trophy.
You think this Gerard character's on the level?
Well, he must be. Anybody in their right minds would want to get out of this place. And I don't think he's nuts.
I just had to make sure that Bello had really gone.
Well, does he go out every night?
Yes. Every night that he can hunt.
For what? I mean, who?
Who? Out there in that jungle, there are already several men that he's driven insane. And now there's also probably the owner of your boat.
Tony? Well, he must still be out in the boat. The engines won't work.
No. Well, I'm sure that by now Bello's men have taken that boat to the other side of the island. To the Hidden Cove.
Hidden Cove? Well, where's that?
That's where your only chance for escape lies.
How do you mean?
There's several boats moored offshore. Someone will have to swim out to one of them and try to make it to the mainland to get help.
Well, I'm not much of a swimmer, but I'll try.
No. I'll do that myself. And Sandra will come with me.
Sandra?
That's right. She's an excellent swimmer. And even if we don't make it, drowning would be better than what Bello had in mind for both of us.
Now, where do we fit into all this?
I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to cover for us. If the guards find us gone, divert their attention until we get to the boat. And after that, I'm afraid you'll have to look out for yourselves until I can come back with help.
Johnny?
Well, I know it doesn't sound very promising, but believe me, it's the only chance you've got.
Well, I guess we'll have to take it then.
Good. Now listen to me. The first thing we do is go over to the North Shore.
Did they get away?
So far, so good. I went as far as the front door with them. Nobody saw them.
Well, those guards must be getting careless. One of them walked right by Sanders' room without checking it.
Hold it.
Do you think he knows?
I don't know. But Dean and Sandra have had time to get into the jungle. Let's hope they make it to the cove.
Wait a minute.
Do you think we ought to stop, Dean?
Now, wait a minute. I just want to make sure of the direction. That guard won't be back right away. Yes, that's it.
Dean.
What is it?
I may never get a chance to say this again. I love you with all my heart.
Darling, we won't fail. We can't fail.
Did you find anything?
No. I listened to two guards talking. One of them had been over to the cove, but he didn't mention anything about the boats.
It's been 2 days now and no word.
What I can't understand is why we haven't heard from Bello before now.
You don't think...
I don't know what to think. Hold it. Somebody's coming.
going on in there, Johnny?
You game to try and find out?
You don't mean...
I think the answers to all our questions lie behind that wall. We're going to find out right now.
Good evening. This is a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting you, but I'm glad to see you. Come in, won't you? I have something I'd like to show you. Welcome to my private trophy room. I had intended to show it to you in time, but why not now? That's Jacoby. He had strangled 7 women before he found his way to my island. His experience made him an adversary worthy of my skill.
You mean you hunted these people down, and then killed them and did that to them?
Exactly. I hunted them. And shall I tell you why? I'd been a scholar all my life. I was curator of a large museum when the war began. I, who had never killed anything in my life, found myself assigned to duty as a sniper, a sharpshooter, because of my steady hand and keen eyesight. It amuses me now that I found it distasteful at first. And as time went by, I adjusted to my new activity, and what had been an unpleasant duty became a pleasure. Then it developed into a passion, and then into a lust for blood, a lust that has grown with the years, and one that I spend my entire life trying to satisfy. Don't be afraid. I've merely preserved my trophies as they were at the moment of my triumph. I see that my latest trophy has really impressed you. I'm glad, because I think it's the best thing I've done so far. And because they tried to betray me, it gave me great satisfaction. I must leave you now. Since you had no difficulty finding your way here, I'm sure that when Miss Scott has regained her composure, you'll be able to see her to her room. Oh, yes. There's one thing more I'd like to have you see before you go. You'll notice that this niche has room for 3 or even 4 trophies. And there you have it. I think it'll be wonderful sport. Don't you?
Listen, Mr. Below, fun's fun. But if you think we're going to be the clay pigeons in your shooting gallery, you're just a little far out.
Hey, take it easy, Johnny. He must be kidding. I mean, there must be an explanation for all of this, isn't there? Well, isn't there?
I think I've made myself quite clear.
But you can't mean that you're going to hunt Johnny and Pete like you did those others? As if they're animals?
Animals? No, not like animals. I'm going to hunt them as men. Men of brains and cunning. Just as I stalked and hunted men when I was in the army. On islands not very different from this one.
Tony!
Yes. Tony. I think it's only fair that he should be here at this time because he's going to take part in the game, too.
No, no, please, don't send me out there with them.
Tony, you've outlived your usefulness to me. I paid you well to provide me with subjects in the past. I warned you not to use your boat for other purposes. But since you've been so foolish as to allow these young people to find their way here without my knowledge, I think it only right that you should share their fate.
Do you mean...
That's exactly what I mean. Tony was my source of supply for subjects. In the past, they were always convicts escaped from the penal island. Now I find him no longer dependable.
You really think you can get away with this madness?
Madness? What I've planned is the present evening's diversion.
See, I know he was only kidding. Well, that's just a toy. Well, I couldn't kill anyone. Well, I guess it could kill somebody.
Yes, it can. And soon we'll try to prove it.
Please, Mr. Bellow, don't do this awful thing. Oh, please.
You have nothing to be alarmed about, young lady. You're in no danger, either of you. Your life here with me will be a pleasant one. You'll find me a most accommodating host.
Do you think Jeannie and I'll have anything to do with you if you send Pete and Johnny out and kill them in that jungle?
Yes, I think so. I know so. No one has ever left this island, dead or alive. And since the unfortunate incident involving my wife has left me without feminine company, I look forward to getting to know you both better. Much better.
Look, isn't it enough you have to make sitting ducks out of Pete and me? You have to hurt the girls, too?
Hurt them?
Johnny, he really means it. What are we going to do?
I think you've asked the wrong person about your future activity. Go with Shandor. Shandor, lock them in their room and then come back at once. Very touching. But to return to your question, Pete, I will tell you exactly what to do up to a certain point. The rest, then, will be up to you. Are you listening to this, Tony? It applies to you, too. The moonlight's bright tonight, so you will make your way to the starting point of the chase. It's in the center of the jungle. Ivor will give you exact directions. The natives used to call it the Tree of Death. I will give you plenty of time to plan your flight before I follow with the crossbow, and just 3 of these. Just 3 shots. That's all I allow myself. Very sporting, don't you think? You haven't answered me. Don't you think it's very sporting of me to allow myself just 1 chance at each of you?
Oh, sure. Real sporting.
Regular Marquis of Queensbury.
In a jungle that you know like the palm of your hand? With that thing that could knock an elephant over? You're going to hunt us down. Of course, we have nothing to defend ourselves with.
Not so fast, not so fast. You haven't allowed me to finish the entire plan of the evening's entertainment. Tony, here, catch. Oh, Tony, it isn't loaded.
He had us alone in here with an unloaded gun.
It's time to start. The odds are not completely one-sided. Your youth and numbers against my skill and experience. You'll find the ammunition in the branches of the Tree of Death. When that gun is loaded, my life will also be subject to how the hunt goes.
Here it is, I found it.
Why, that rat. That lousy, stinking rat.
Shell, he left only 1 shell.
That's the way his twisted mind works.
What do you mean?
Don't you see? He allows himself 3 shots, 1 for each of us. And we get 1 shot at him. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Come on, give me the gun and let's get moving.
Oh, no, you don't, Buster. You just hand over that bullet.
Don't be a fool, Tony. I'm a better shot than you are.
Yeah? You ever shot a man?
No.
Well, I have. And I ain't taking any chances on no amateur.
Well, which way should we go?
I don't know which way you 2 guys are going, but I'm going alone. So long, suckers.
Hey! Hey, come back here!
No, let him go. It's better if we do split up. It doubles our chances.
How?
Well, Baloo can't hunt in 2 directions at once. Now, look, the way I figured, we must be right about in the middle of the island. We'll head that way, try to get to the beach, and then work our way back to the house.
Back to the house? Are you nuts? Well, let's try to find the boat.
Oh, we've got to try and get the girls out first.
Oh, but Below said he wouldn't touch...
Never mind what he said. I know what he meant. I don't like the way those goons of his kept looking at the girls. Come on, let's get started.
I just don't see how you figure this.
Never mind. We've got to do what we can. And that's the first thing.
Well, here's hoping we find the second thing, whatever that'll be.
The guard's still out there, and wide awake.
Oh, Betty, what are we going to do? Even if we do get out of this room, where are we going to go?
I don't know. Maybe we could find the boys and try to get to the boat.
We don't even know where it is. Oh, it's just no use.
Oh, even this window's locked. Come here, Jeannie. Listen to me. I've got an idea. Don't ask any questions. Just do exactly as I say.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Here. Oh.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I was moving it and it just broke. I'm sure I can fix it if you could get me some glue. I didn't mean to break it. It was such a pretty vase.
Jeannie, come on, hurry. Come on, I'll help you climb out.
Out there? But we'll be killed.
No, we won't. There's a ledge out there. We can work along that till we come to an open window.
But what if there's something...
Never mind, it's the only way. Come on, hurry up. Be careful, too.
It's going to have to go some to catch Tony Bartel.
So, Tony, we come to the end of the trail. I'm disappointed in you, Tony. You've known me long enough to realize that I wouldn't give you a gun without first taking the precaution of removing the firing pin. You find that hard to believe? Well, you see, Tony, if I hadn't given you the gun, you would never have given me the pleasure of seeing your face at the moment of the kill.
Oh, no, no, please. Please, don't do it, please. I'll never give your secret away. I promise. I'll get you more convicts. I'll never make a mistake again, please.
All right, Tony. I'll reconsider.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You won't be sorry. You won't be sorry.
Enough of this. I have work to do. You get back to the house.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll go right now.
Tony. I have reconsidered.
You sure I heard a scream?
I can't tell. I think it might just have been a jungle bird.
No, I'm sure it was Tony. That means we're next. Oh, come on, Johnny, let's try and find that boat. It's our only chance.
Now, we're not going to do anything until we get the girls free. Now, come on. I think this is the way to the beach.
Hurry, back to the Tree of Death. We'll pick up the other trail there.
We made it this far.
Yeah, but where is this far?
I don't know, but it's closer to far away than back in that room. Come on.
Door to that terrible workroom I told you about. Oh. Wait a minute. Maybe we can find a knife or something in there. Come on. Over here. We gotta get a couple of these that we can carry easily.
Oh, it's no use, Betty. Even if we did, I couldn't use one anyway. Jeannie, listen to me.
Good evening, ladies.
Keep away from us. Keep back. I'm warning you, I'll use this. Jeannie, run for the door. He can only get one of us.
Mr. Ballou told me to take good care of you ladies.
Don't come any closer.
Can't you see I'm harmless? I'm not going to hurt you. Can't you see? Can't you see?
What's the use? It's only a matter of time before Below catches up with us.
I don't think we are lost.
jungle's thinning out. We must be getting closer to the beach.
So what? I don't mean to put you down, Johnny, but even if we do find the beach, then what are we gonna...
Hold it.
Well, come on, we gotta make time. This way. Don't make a sound. He hasn't seen us yet. Back off.
I can't get out! Sinking!
It's quicksand. Struggle. Keep quiet.
Something scared him. We gotta get out of here, too.
I can't make it, John. I just can't make it. Get him off of me! Get him off!
Billow's not far behind us. I think that's what scared our little friend off. Come on, Pete, you think you can make it?
I got a choice.
My dignity. Now what?
Oh, we're out of that awful house. Now we'll have to try to find the boys.
I just hope Below doesn't find them first.
What's the matter with you, you clumsy ox? Twice tonight you've given our position away, and now you can't even find the trail. I'm grateful that your own stupidity will save me the trouble of getting rid of you. Too bad the leeches will do their work so well. You might have made an interesting specimen for my museum. Oh, I'm sorry, Fandor. I won't be able to stay to enjoy your last moments, but I am urgently required elsewhere.
Okay, I guess so. We better keep moving then. We'll never find the boys just sitting here.
May I say it just once more, please?
What?
I'm scared.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, so am I. But we've got to go on. Let's go this way.
That's Betty and Jeannie. Come on.
You all right? Come on. Let's get out of here, fast.
So it's you. I had thought to permit you to enjoy the hospitality of my island while I took care of more pressing business. But since...
Bello doesn't get us, the strain will.
We're gonna have to try a real grandstand play. Betty, did any of Bello's boys follow you?
From the sound they made, I'd say the whole bunch is out looking for us.
Good. At least they'll be out of the house. Pete, drop down and see if you can see any signs of them.
Pete, be careful.
Put me at him.
It's okay. It's okay, come on.
Look, we haven't got a chance without a gun. We've got to get back into the trophy room.
But we can't. We just got out of there.
No, that's just why we can take a chance on going back there. Bello's guards will still be out looking for you girls. Now, if we can shake Bello and get back there before the guards do, we can get the guns and maybe have a chance to stay alive long enough to find the boat. Come on. There's one guy that's not out combing the bushes for us.
Should we jump him, Johnny?
No, I don't think so. I think our best chance is to try and sneak past him. Locked.
You surprised?
Oh, very funny. Don't just stand there. Try and find something to open it with.
Well, after we get it, what are we going to do?
We're going to try and get out of here and find the boat.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't want to stand here any longer than we have to.
Yeah, that ought to do the trick.
Hurry.
There's no ammo here.
Well, there's gotta be. These guns are useless to us without it.
No, I know.
Somebody's coming.
Let's get out of here.
Well, well. I'm flattered that someone should want a further look at my little souvenir. No one else has ever come back a second time. Alive. It's rather dark in here. Perhaps we should have a little more light. Well, let's try elsewhere. Or there. No? Well, well. No there either. Well, there's plenty of time. Strange about these old walls. The smallest sound is amplified. If one sits quite still, one can hear the slightest murmur. Sometimes even the slightest breath. There's a certain closeness about this place. I've never corrected it. It helps preserve my trophies. But at times it does make breathing difficult. I've sat here so long that I find I can sit for hours and not make a single sound. Not a single sound. A single sound. Stay just where you are.
That's far enough, fellow. Don't come any closer.
I think it was rather rude of you to force open my gun cabinet, but I'll overlook it since you spared my ammunition chest. Oh, yes. I know your guns are quite useless. No. I wouldn't try that if I were you. It would only hasten your death and that of all your friends.
Okay, Bello. You win.
I never doubted it. Did you?
Well, why don't you get it over with?
Oh, not so fast, my young friend. I have an idea that appeals to me. Let me group you in this setting, alive as you will be in death for all time.
What do you mean?
I'll show you, my dear. I've never had the pleasure of a trial arrangement of my trophies. You, Pete, over there. Move. And you, my dear, I think you'd look most effective with your arms around Johnny's neck.
Oh, wait a minute. You promised to let the girls live.
That's right. I did promise. But since they obviously helped you kill the guard, I'm afraid I can no longer trust them.
Guard? Oh, we didn't kill any guard.
What?
Honest. The only guard we saw was at the gate, and we sneaked past him.
Quiet. Don't make a sound. Any of you. Not a sound. You, over to my chair, and throw the last switch. Move, quickly, quickly. The last switch. Shandor, stop. I warn you.
Take it easy, Betty. It's all over and we'll be safe now.
But we're not off this horrible island yet. Those others.
Well, don't worry about them. Now that Below's dead, I don't think they'll give us any trouble. I guess Below never thought he'd be the prize exhibit in his own museum.